Welcome back, everyone. My name is Leon. This is Crypto Decoded. And what is the big deal with Doge? Let's get into it. So, lately, everyone's been talking a lot about Doge, and we've been seeing the price of Doge skyrocketing. It's just been going up and up and up. Ever since it was under a penny to only less than a month later, or maybe about a month and a half later, we see Doge almost on the peak of almost hitting $1. So, why is this happening, and is there any true value or any reason why Doge is pumping? So let's get into it. I'm going to give you my pros and cons, why I like and dislike Doge, and what you should be mindful of and careful of if you decide to invest or buy Doge. Now, I want to preface this by saying I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not a financial advice. This channel is mostly for entertainment purposes, and if you find something interesting about it, I'm happy, and I hope I made your day. But let's get into it. So, Doge. What is Doge? Uh, a little history on Doge. Doge was created, I would call it a legacy cryptocurrency, in that it was created around the same time or a little bit after Bitcoin was created, Ethereum, Litecoin, and all the legacy old crypto coins that were originally developed back when the digital currency craze started. So everyone was really interested, or a lot of I would call them geeks, nerds, whatever, crypto cypherpunks that were interested in the whole digital currency platform. And the granddaddy of them was Bitcoin. I'm pretty sure you've heard of Bitcoin. Almost everyone's heard of Bitcoin at this point. You might not fully understand what it is, but it's gone mainstream for the most part. Doge, on the other hand, was not mainstream, and part of the reason why was because the developer that created Doge created it as a joke, partly because everyone was starting to launch cryptocurrencies on the back of Bitcoin. And the creator decided, hey, I'm going to throw my 2 cents in, I'm going to throw my contribution into the space. And just for the hell of it, let me create a cryptocurrency and I'm going to call it Doge. Why? Because at the time, I believe it was in 2014, 2015, the Shibu Inu, whatever dog, the Doge meme dog, was a big thing. And he decided to name his cryptocurrency after the dog, hence the birth of Doge. Now, what makes Doge so different than Bitcoin? Here it is. Bitcoin is capped at 21 million coins. When Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin, he made a hard cap. He said there will never ever be more than 21 million Bitcoins ever created. Great. This creates scarcity on the Bitcoin network and creates true value. And because everyone now is mining and competing for this Bitcoin and purchasing Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin can go up exponentially because of the scarcity. Let's get into Doge. Doge, on the other hand, because it was made as a joke, the creator never really instituted a cap on Doge. And unlike Bitcoin that had 21 million coins capped that will ever be in existence, Doge initially had 100 billion coins that were initially brought into existence or mined into existence. But to make it worse, there was no cap instituted on Doge, and as a result, every block that is processed or confirmed mints 10,000 new Doge. Now, if you were to calculate this, a new block is mint approximately every minute. That's 10,000 new Doge every minute, which will give you about 60,000 new Doge every hour. 600,000 new Doge every hour. My mistake. So we're looking at almost a million Doge that are being created every hour. What does that tell you? So there is no cap on Doge. This thing can just keep going and going and going and going. Now, why is the valuation of it so high? Well, initially, when Doge was first created into existence, everyone looked at Doge as too high. There are too many coins in existence for Doge for it to hit high market cap valuation. Now, lately, a lot of media attention has garnered around Doge. And this is not the first time. Doge has been in the spotlight many times in the past, but this is the first time that it's gained such mainstream adoption. And part of the reason is, well, there's quite a few different reasons. One is because Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla and SpaceX and all those other pretty cool tech that's coming out, he's been pushing the Doge narrative. He's been tweeting about it, and as a result, the Doge army has been, jumping on that bandwagon even more. Now, at the same time, you have other billionaires like Mark Cuban that's also repping Doge. You have celebrities that are repping Doge like Snoop Dogg. So as a result, Doge behind the momentum, behind the euphoria and the celebrity status has been gaining value just off that. And on top of that, now you have Doge being a legacy crypto coin, not being, how can I say this? it's not it's not restricted to the same, or it's not held to the same standards of newly created crypto. And what do I mean by that? In 2017, there was a very big debate around newly created cryptocurrencies. And part of that debate was what was deemed a security and what was deemed a commodity. So the SEC for the United States came to a consensus and said, okay, Bitcoin is not a security. And by their definition of a security, basically, you cannot have a token or representation of value that can be expected for the work of some organization or some person. So, in a better term, I would say we can't invest in crypto or we can't invest in something with the expectation of getting value out of it because of the work that's being put into it. I know that's kind of tricky. So let's use Tesla, for example. You'll buy Tesla stock, not because you just want to buy Tesla stock, but you hope that Elon Musk will develop better cars, better space programs, Hyperloop, better solar panels on top of roofs, better batteries. And in him driving this innovation, the value of Tesla will go up. Bitcoin doesn't operate that way. There's no one actively working on Bitcoin to make Bitcoin better. Caveat, there are, but it's a little nuanced there. But there's no expectation of that work paying off in the value of Bitcoin. Why do I bring this up? Because Doge, some of these legacy coins like Doge, Ethereum, Litecoin, Monero, they don't have that same expectation of value. So as a result, it's easier for regulated US exchanges like Robinhood to list Doge on their platform for sale. Now, Coinbase hasn't done it yet, and in my opinion, I think it's a matter of time before they list it. But because you can list this asset on your platform, you now open the possibility for more people to invest or to have access to the space. More people in the space, more people have access. Naturally, they're going to buy it and the price is going to go up. This is why I think Doge has been increasing in the last few months. The hype in the media, the fact that it's being accepted on regulated exchanges for the average person to buy, and the fact that it's going into these average exchanges that gamify invest in makes the price of Doge increase as we've been seeing it. Now, I did say I have my caveats as to pros and cons of Doge. What do I like? What do I dislike? So, what do I like? Well, actually, no. Let's go first with what I dislike before I get to what I like. What I dislike about Doge is that inflationary mechanism, the fact that there is no upper limit to Doge. Now, we can look into the future and see 200 billion, 300 billion, 400 billion, a trillion Doge printed over time, and this will devalue the currency over time. So there's a good chance that, yes, you're purchasing Doge now, but in the future, it could very well crash because there's just so much Doge floating around. Also, second thing I don't like about Doge, the largest wallet in Doge holds about 25% of all Doge mined. Think about that for a second. If that wallet ever decides to sell their Doge, they could dump on everyone else that's holding Doge, and you'd be left holding the bags. And Doge can easily go back from being almost a dollar to being under a penny. That's what I don't like about Doge. Now, what do I like about Doge? I like the fact that Doge is a legacy cryptocurrency in that it's non regulated and non-securitized. So it doesn't look like a security, which makes it easier for people to invest in, for individuals to buy. Also, what I do like about Doge, I mean, counter to what I said before, is that inflationary aspect of it. Now, yes, I know I'm contradicting myself a little bit here, but hear me out. Think about it. Doge is very easy to transact in. The block times are very small, 1 minute, as opposed to Bitcoin, which is 10 minutes. So you can actually use Doge as a currency. You can transact in Doge. And on top of that, the fees to transact in those Doge are a lot less than, say, Bitcoin or Ethereum, which we will not even get into Ethereum and their gas fees. Like Vitalik, please do something about that. But going back to Doge, I do like that aspect of Doge that you can transact in it because initially a lot of people used to use it as a tipping mechanism on different forums and sites. So that's actually a pretty good thing about Doge. The third thing that I like about Doge is its brandability. It's well known. Like it's almost as big at this point as Bitcoin. And it's in the top rankings of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And now you have Doge. Like even XRP Army, don't get on me, but XRP was in that category but fell out because of this whole SEC regulation, which we talked about earlier. But Doge now has eclipsed almost all of that. The only other crypto that Doge has not unseated yet, which I think is only a matter of time, is BNB. And as you know, BNB is almost securitized. It almost looks like a security. Doge does not. So for those reasons, I do like Doge. Now, in closing, where do I think Doge is going from here? So Elon Musk is doing his SNL skit with Doge, and I'm willing to bet a lot of people are going to be watching their Doge portfolios while watching SNL, and more than likely, as the skit's going on, we might see a pump in price. Doge might even go over a dollar, might hit $1.20, beyond everyone's expectations, $100 billion market cap. After that, I could probably see a pretty decent pullback in Doge. And people might get upset, they might start crying, the emotions will start coming out. And it's okay because Doge goes through these cycles. It always has and always will until the next thing. And that next thing I think will be it being listed on other exchanges like Kraken or Coinbase or Gemini. Like I can see Doge being added to more platforms. And especially if we can see it in custodial services like when when traditional banks decides to custody crypto, Doge is probably going to be on that list of the initial tokens along with Bitcoin, along with Ethereum, and then you might have Doge up right next to it. Now, again, I end how I start. Please be careful. Know what you're investing in because I don't think people should buy Doge just because everyone is talking about Doge and you don't want to get this fear of missing out where everyone's talking about, oh wow, I bought, X amount of Doge and I'm now up 5x from where I bought. Oh, you should have gotten in. Like, no, no, understand what it is you're purchasing, what the reason why you're purchasing it for is, and go from there. Now, if you want me to talk about something else, and or if you want me to go deeper into any topic, or just drop a comment, let me know. And until next time, my name is Leon. This is Crypto Decoded, and I'll see you again.